What it do, y'all? It's your girl MakeupnTravel, and for today's video your girl is here to discuss my project pans. So when I left you all 3 months ago, I had a variety of project pans. I had a cream project pan, I had a foundation project pan, I had like 21 pans and 2021 project pan. I had a lot of project pans, and I left in 3 months a crucial period of time where I should have made quite a bit of progress towards all of those project pans. And instead of necessarily feeling down about it or whatever, oh, I also had a samples project pan as well. I'm just going to kind of say it's a wrap, it's okay, and potentially filter in those products that I'm still interested in working on into this more centralized, localized, dedicated project pan, if that makes any sense. So I know that this is not my original idea, so I'm going to try and find the original creator and link them down below. But I'm going to do 12 pans of Christmas. Basically, the way I'm going to interpret it, because I've not actually watched any other people's videos, I am going to focus on panning 12 different items before Christmas. So right now I am filming this on November 5th. I think it is possible. I just need to be dedicated. And on top of that, the idea that I don't wear makeup every day to work, because I do have to wear a mask all day, every day at work. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a real challenge to get through some of these products, but I'm still up to the game, and I'm hoping that all of these products will be used every time I put makeup on, and that now that I'm kind of filtering makeup back into my everyday routine, that I will put on makeup enough times that it will be a success. So yeah, some of these products are going to be from some of those project pans that I'm kind of ceasing in the middle, and some of these are going to be newer products that I've previously had in project pans and I just kind of took a break from. So stay tuned and let's just get to it. Okay, so I have all of the items gathered, and I think this is going to be actually realistic. I'm hoping it is, and yeah, okay, let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to put in this project is my Dior Backstage 6-in foundation. Every time I put makeup on in the last year or so, this has pretty much been the foundation that I've used. I really don't want to go into 2022 with this foundation. I think I am very close. I'm to the point where I am putting it upside down, and it is kind of squirting an amount of foundation out, but it's a lot, so I'm still not at the crux of it. And so I think this is going to be an actual interesting goal to see how close I can get to finishing this up. Another liquid product that I really want to finish up is actually my setting spray. So I've been working on this setting spray for a little while now, and I'm actually going to go ahead and mark the new setting of where the liquid is down to. I actually happen to have enough light that I could see, and it is now down to here. When I began working on this product, it was up here, so I've significantly reduced the amount of product in here, and I just want to finish this up. I don't think I should be going into 2022 with this setting spray, and I would love to get down to only 2 setting sprays in my collection and trying out some of the newer ones that I'm hearing great things about. So I really want to get that done. Okay, so the rest, one kind of other weirdish one, if you will, is my lipstick. So this is my MAC Consensual lipstick. I am at the nubbins. Okay, very low amount of product left, and I want to finish this up. I think it is reasonable for me to finish this up in about a month and a half, and it's just a matter of actually remembering to reach for this product. That's the big if in it. I just need to be able to remember to reach for it. I really do want to get through certain lipsticks that I have to get my money's worth. So that is something else that I want to finish, and that is pan number 3. Next is another MAC product actually, and this is my eyeshadow primer. This is my MAC Groundwork eyeshadow primer, and this is in their prolonged wear. And what I am going to do is actually, let me do it now actually. So give me 1 second. So I actually saw Kat from Beauty News. She did this, and I just colored in on the back in a Sharpie the whole part that I've already finished. So I just want to finish this completely. I think it is feasible. Once again, it's just a matter of wearing makeup so that I can put eyeshadow on so that I can use this base. So I'm really excited to finish this up. That when I finish that up, I'll only literally have one eyeshadow primer that it's not in another product or kind of replacing another product, and I will be very, very excited to really just have less products moving potentially. The next product and the 5th pan that I would like to increase, not necessarily completely finished because I don't think that's feasible, is my Danessa Myricks Power Bronzer. This is a cream bronzer. This is one of my favorite and first cream bronzers. This is in the shade Deep. I do have pan, as you can see right there, and I want to increase it. Typically when I've been reaching this, at least when I was aiming to hit pan originally, I was using a brush. I was using a very, very concentrated brush, which I can't seem to find right now, but regardless, right now I'm actually reaching for sponges when I put cream bronzer on, so I think it'll be feasible for me to extend the bronzer pan, but I don't think it'll be feasible for me to necessarily finish this up. Either way, I just want to extend the pan on this significantly to the point where hopefully that I only have an outside edge of product left. All right, everything else is in actual physical pan, so it's easier to kind of show you all. Next is of course another bronzer. This is my e.l.f. Always Spicy bronzer. Well, it's actually a blush, but I use it as a bronzer, and as you can see, I have the 2 rings visible pretty much almost all the way around except for on this outer edge. I would love to not only get that second ring completely exposed, but also to get the 3rd ring exposed. I think it's going to take quite an effort, but I do wear a lot of bronzer, and yeah, I'm just excited and potentially just excited to see how far I can get. Right now I haven't been using my kind of most dense bronzer brushes, and so that might be why I haven't really been getting as much progress, but either way, I'm really excited to see how far I can go with that. Then I have a highlighter. This is going to be a very challenging, but this is one that I'm once again really excited for. One of my favorite highlighters right now to reach for is from Dior. This is in my 05 Copper Gold highlighting kit, and it's right here. It's this one, and it's called Metallic Copper. It is actually what I have on my face today on top of a cream highlighter. I'm really excited, and I just would like to see pan, even if it's the smallest amount of pan. I would love to get down there. I can't tell if this is actually kind of hard panning a little bit. I think it actually is, so I might have to go ahead and work that hard pan off. Yeah, it actually is getting a little bit of hard pan, so I'm gonna work that off and then hopefully be able to then really go into work to get some pan. I'll be really excited to see how close I get to that. I don't know how feasible that one is, but just always trying to work closer to finishing products really at this point. Then I have 3 eyeshadow palettes. They all have very similar color schemes, and I just want to kind of narrow down if I really need to bring these into my collection in 2022. So the first one is actually what I have on my eyes today, which is the Modern Renaissance. Every year I say it is the last year I'm going to have this palette in my collection, and every year it continues to still be in my collection. So I really want to hit pan in Raw Sienna and in Vermeer. I think those are the 2 more likely pans. They are quite deep. If I get more pan, I will be happy, but those are the two that I am aiming for with this palette. I did use both of those. No, I only used Vermeer today in my lid shade. But yeah, very, very excited, hoping that I can get there with this palette. Then I have my Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. So I don't really reach for this palette anymore. I think it's a really pretty palette. I get a lot of good use, and it's actually a really good formulation. I just don't get a lot of use out of it. I'm thinking that I will finish this matte Groundwork in enough time to actually go ahead and reach for the concealed shade before it fully dries out. It's not the easiest, but it's drying out, so I do want to get my use out of that. And then other than that, honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'll hit pan on, because I don't really have any dents in this palette, but I do want to get use out of this palette, so I am putting that here once again, just to see if I even need to bring this with me moving forward into a new year, but also potentially moving. And then the last palette that I want to aim to hit some pan in is my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I could not tell you the last time I touched this palette, and that is not okay. So I really want to work on getting some pan. I think for this, it's going to be most feasible to try and hit pan in a shimmer, most likely in Noble Woman. This is a beautiful burgundy shade that has some orange in it, so I could definitely work with this palette or that shade with some of the shades in my Modern Ren, such as Real Gar and Cypress Umber, which are some of my favorite shades to work with my my Modern Ren, and really get a nice interesting color scheme and eye look with that. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and I believe that is 12 pans. Let me double check really quickly. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. That was only 11. So let's see, I gotta add one more, so let's do 3 in the Modern Ren. So I'm gonna aim for Raw Sienna, Vermeer, and Antique Bronze. So that's 3 for Modern Ren. For Colored Rain, I am just gonna aim to potentially hit pan in Noble Woman. And then for Huda Beauty New Nudes, I'm only gonna aim to hit pan in the concealed shade. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping that I will see some really nice, interesting progress. But like I said, who knows how it will go. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I would love to hear your opinions if you guys are going to be participating in this. And like I said, I'm going to aim to get this like only one update, which is literally going to be at the end of the project. If I don't get this up before Christmas, I'm gonna aim to get it up before my birthday, which is New Year's Eve. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.